What's up? Coming at you live. Not really. Commuting home. I messed up and I forgot to get fuel, and man, I had to go to a low tier station. You know, they tell you top tier, but yeah, no, it's a low tier station, and you know, we'll see what happens. Alright. Get off the beaten path. Because it's done beaten today. It's Father's Day. People are out and about. A lot of happy bikers out. I got a little game I play. I get a point for every wave I get, because I wave at all bikes, but you don't always get waves back. Maybe we should, you know, take points off for the no waves. See what we end up with at the end of the day. Little trail break in here, a little coming out wide because of the boat. I don't know. I'm working on all kinds of technique here. You know, shifts, footless stops, or at least slow enoughs. You know, I live in California, so as long as you're going slow enough, that's a footless stop for me. Alright, let's work on rev matching, because right now it's completely pointless, and we'll see how I do. Oh yeah. Not bad, not bad. You know, it's easier the lower RPM you have. If you're almost lugging the gear and you downshift, you'll have better luck. And, you know, people won't know the difference. Obviously, they'll just think you're hella cool. But if you're coming in hot, you got a lot of RPM and you're not right with your throttle, your blip, we'll call it. Your blip's got to be right on and high enough, or else you just look silly. No, see, you missed that one. Man, that one sucked too. I'll give you some tips, even though I can't do it as well. I've nailed quite a few though. I'm still learning, of course. Here we go. Here's a point. The trick is forget the clutch. Your clutch knows what to do, okay? Blipping the throttle and kicking down a gear at the same time is ideal. I'm telling you, that's really where the rhythm is. And where I mess up is not blipping enough. Sometimes my blip is so small, like all it does is take the slack out of the cable, you know? Like, you gotta give it a little bit more than that. Oh, technique-wise, I nailed it, but you know, if you don't have the slack out of the cable, well, you know, it's kind of a fail. We'll work on it. I'll show you. Show y'all. 10 speeds. Say what you will. And I say 10 speeds because they don't like that. I didn't mean to do that. See, my habits are changing. I was thinking, you know, I'll just come in for a nice engine brake. And my right hand had a mind of its own. Definitely this is a little less occupied, but this is fine. I mean, totally manageable for new riders. I've been riding almost 2,000 miles total. My odometer says 1,900 or something. So we're gonna reach 2,000 together. Always got to get back to the dirt. Remember my roots. That horse had a huge penis. Speaking of penises, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one these days. And, you know, I like to ride kind of the inside of the turn. I want to trust my reflex. Again, depends on the speed and circumstance. But let's say there's something in the road and I need to straighten my turn out. I don't want to be too close to the line. So if I straighten out, I got to get into oncoming traffic. That's just me. It's kind of where I reside, you know. A lot of people going to the lake today. Great day for the lake. Let's just do this pretend gravel, right? Oh, straighten out. All right, there we go. See that? Pretend gravel. Let's go, bud. I appreciate it, but it's more of a pain in the ass than just cruising. Oh, I get it. He's got to back in. All right, I'll give it to him. I'm a back and inner. I'd rather a quick escape and a slow entry. That school sign just said, "Have a great solstice." Moving on. Teslas don't see motorcyclists, so be careful. Just pop into a stop. Pop, 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 pop. Yesterday this light took forever. Hey. I didn't notice she was waving. all those shifts. It's a good time to practice that. Tesla. Watch out. Tesla. Ten speed. Talking about 10 speeds. Sometimes I make up lyrics when I ride, and they always end up with me saying, talk about deer crossing, yeah. Some lady called in a radio show once and recommended that with all the deer crossing accidents, why don't they move the deer crossing sign? And they're like, well, how do we warn drivers that they're not crossing the deer are crossing the road? You know, drivers need to be warned. And she says, well, if we move the sign, the deer won't cross.